Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 4, Big Apple Squabbles. Marlo, she done pulled up to her lot in Decatur. Where's greater? Well, that's what they're saying from Decatur. I'm from the south side, Riverdale. Anyway, y'all ain't even asked me all that, but anyway, I mean, you got to plug the hometown, got to plug the crib. Got to. But anyway, they in Decatur. She's building on a lot. She's out there with her builder, her contractor, and there's a very nice contemporary home being built up like right next door, and I'm assuming it's gonna be a similar build. So it's gonna be nice. They're looking at floor plans. She gonna have to take some square footage from somewhere to do something. You know, Marlo want the closets. She want closets. And big ones at that. But he assures her that she's gonna have her department style set up, so don't even worry about that. She got two friends coming up. She call them baby builders. She got them pulling up, and it's Kenya and Sheree. So they show up, and before they get out the car, she gonna tell the contractor one took years to finish her home, and the other still doing renovations. Hi, ladies. Anyway, they looking at the plans, and Marlo's closet is going to be bigger than her bedroom. She don't care. She want 3 closets at that. There are three closets on the plan. Sheree, she can't believe she moving to Decatur. You know, I thought you was a Buckhead girl. And Marlo says, listen, still a Buckhead girl, but I can't pay them Buckhead prices. And I know that's right. I know that's right. It's way cheaper to live on the south side. Way cheaper. Or the west side. Anywhere but the north side. Anywhere but north. Southwest, you know, the south side, you know, the east side. That's Decatur. But we're not doing the north side. Listen, pricey. Pricey. We don't have time. And Marlo, like, I know y'all think I'm rich, but no, I can't afford that. And they like, well, you the one said that. And she did. So I don't know why Marlo trying to pretend like she's, you know, trying to be coy. Like, I don't know why. I don't know where you guys got that from. I don't know where you guys got that impression that I just have so much money. Because that's all you say is that you just got money. So, yeah, that's what the people think, Marlo. That's what they gonna think. Anyway. So the trip to New York, do you think that, you know, we talking to Kenya, do you think that you'll see Mark while we're there? And she says, no, I'll be dropping the baby off to the nanny, and she can take the baby. She can take Brooklyn on over there to Mark. She don't need to see him. So Sheree, you gonna see Tyrone? She say Tyrone say he gonna, you know, it's a possibility he gonna make some shape. He really wants to meet you guys. Okay, Sheree. I'm not buying that, but okay. He on house arrest, and he can't go but 100 miles. Can't go past. He has to stay within the 100-mile radius. Even though New York is within his 100-mile radius, so he can make it happen. But will he make it happen? That's the question. They bring up Drew. Sheree's fine with, you know, going on this trip with her. It ain't gonna be no mess. She ain't thinking about Drew. She feel like Drew must have just needed a moment. Sheree's not worried. And she shouldn't be. She's an OG. Like, she been new to, she ain't new to this, okay? Not at all. Not at all. All right, Kenny and Todd, they're going for a walk. We see ticket sales are going up for Thoughts of a Colored Man, and so she needs them to go up and up. You know, they want to get out the red. So she's trying to get the butts in the seats. She got to promote. That's what Candy's on right now. So Todd, call them in, let them know they can come on the trip too. I want everybody to come see Thoughts of a Colored Man. Todd brings up that apartment again in Jersey because he want to drop through there. You know, he wants to fix it up. He wants to go. He wants to stop there while they're on their trip. Candy like, whatever. You know, she's against it. Why you keep trying to press this? Like, you keep trying to make fetch happen, and she ain't trying to make fetch happen. She said no. She ain't with it. You know, I would, at this point, Todd, you on your own. You're on your own. Anyway, because he don't like that she's making it like that. You know, this is a space for us, for the family, for the kids. Like, don't make it about, oh, this was my place with my ex. Like, stop that. Stop. Because Candy's whole thing is when she visits a place, any place, she ain't trying to be worried about cleaning up, making sure it's clean and all of that. That she want that done, and she don't need to be worried about that when she leaves. She want to go in, mess it up, and have no worries. I'm with that too. I understand that, but having properties and y'all, you ain't got to stay there. I don't know if they can Airbnb it, but I mean rent it or something. Get you some income coming in on that apartment, well, the condo. I don't know what's wrong with Candy. Drew and Ralph, they're having their therapist come over for a session. Ralph has been sleeping in the son's bedroom in the bunk bed. So since they're spat, he ain't been in the bed. So it's dire need that they speak to their counselor. And their counselor comes in, asking how they're doing in the marriage and everything. And Drew brings up the romantic dinner that he had. And she says he made her feel like a queen. And the therapist is like, well, did you feel like that? Did you receive that she felt that she appreciated what you did? And Ralph is like, honestly, no, I don't feel like she was appreciative. And I felt like she deserved a Lunchable. I gave this lady steak and lobster. She deserved a Lunchable. And the therapist was like, and Drew, the dramatics on this show, the dramatics. The therapist tells Drew, okay, I think you need to learn how to kind of live in the moment. It wasn't the right time for you to be trying to bring up your problems and marriage counseling and all of that when he's just trying to show you a romantic gesture and have a romantic night. Just enjoy the night. All of that'll come later. But I kind of get what Drew is saying. How can I get in that mind frame when I am mad at you for this, and this? And it was just yesterday that it happened. We didn't address it. So, no, we can't just gloss it over with flowers and some steak and lobster, because I need an apology for yesterday. I need some acknowledgement. Acknowledgement. That's what it's about. He tells them that because she also made him feel a way about bringing up the maniac comment, and then the therapist is done at that point, because he's like, listen, don't bring me in this. How I get in it? Now, how I get in it? Don't bring me in it. When you're arguing, don't bring up Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken gonna say what Dr. Ken gonna say, but it's about what you say. This your marriage. Don't bring me in this no more. Anyway, he gives them a 30-day agreement that they must adhere to. No arguing, no none of that, no spats, no none of that for 30 days. And if Drew steps out of line, then she has to be his sex slave basically for 24 hours. And if Ralph gets out of hand, then he has to spend 24 hours being super dad, without her help. So that's that. that's their little agreement. So they're gonna go on this trip, and it stands on the trip as well. While everybody is packing for the trip, Candy done sent Patrick and Safari over there to the people's house naked. They done showed up at them people's doorstep naked. Safari got her pasties on, her whip, her thong, her fishnets. It's giving body. But in broad daylight, we walking around like that, showing up at people's door to deliver vibrating panties. Candy, what? Candy was like, girl, how about a playbill? Show up with the playbill. Like, what we doing? This has nothing to do with Thoughts of a Color Man, or does it? Marlo didn't get one, and I don't think that Sheree got one. But anyway, everybody else got one. I'm like, don't be sending no naked lady to my door. What if my kids answer the door? My kids old enough to go to the door and to at least look through there. And they look out the window and see your naked ass. Ma'am, what? Not to be approved, but why? Why? Candy gonna say, listen, product placement at all times. At all times, product placement. I guess. I know that's right, Got to do what you got to do. Anyway, Drew calls Marlo and tells her about the naked man and woman at the door. Marlo, of course, she ain't received no vibrating panties, but she said, I don't need them no way. And she go in there and show Drew all of her, thongs, her little thong collection. I'm like, what we doing? Please don't show me your thongs, okay? Kenya called Sheree, who didn't get the vibrating panties, but Kenya, of course, like I said, we all like Kenya, both Kenya and Marlo are like, why? Anyway, It's 5 a.m. Candy and Todd, they're already on the Sprinter. They're all going to meet up on the Sprinter, take the Sprinter to the airport so that nobody misses the flight. Everybody get there on time, all that. Drew and Ralph show up next, and Sonya, she come in there. Hey, good morning. Hey, what's up, y'all? Girl, it's 5 a.m. and you loud. She say that, you know, she's a morning person. She up anyway. Kenya get on the bus. I didn't know this was a couple's trip. Girl, yes, you did. And production shows that she knew when Candy said, well, when somebody asked, is this a couple's trip? And she says, well, I mean, it don't have to be, but I mean, you can bring your person. You can bring somebody. And then Kenya says, I think I can find a date. And she didn't find a date. And now we're sitting here and she's trying to pretend like she didn't know that it was a couple's trip. But anyway, she on the trip. Candy, you know, everybody gets on the bus. Candy gives them the itinerary. You know, they're stopping in Jersey first to see Todd's condo. I'm like, you ain't had to roll your eyes like that. They arrive and the play is the next day. So they're gonna, you know, do the condo visit, dinner. The next day is the play. Anyway, Candy. No, excuse me. When they arrive to New York, they get to the suite. You know, the food looks good. They got to eat first and all of that. They go outside on the balcony, and Candy and Todd, they have a competition for the rooms. You know, who for the other suite, they have to give a nice salacious story, you know, of a sexcapade that they've had. Like, who has the best sex story? They all go around and around. I think Sonya and her husband are part of the Mile High Club. They did that on their way to Dubai. Drew talking about she and her husband had sex with the whales. And it's only plausible if you like was on a yacht or some type of boat out in the middle of the ocean, and then you guys stopped for a little bit. You know, you guys got off and swam. That's the only way. That's the only way. Otherwise, where was these whales at that you was having sex around? Okay, girl. Marlo tell a story about being at the zoo and the giraffes was looking and the giraffe reached down and licked her face. Everybody like, oh, girl. She told us she was lying. Kenya. No, not Kenya. Who was it? Sheree. I think Sheree told a story about being out in public too or something like that. I can't remember, but Kenya tell this story about she dating some guy that was a hunter and they was out there hunting coyotes and they shot one and was trailing it, you know, following the trail of blood and ended up at this tavern, and in the tavern that they had sex in the tavern. Everybody like, girl, cause she being so detailed, you know, it's very colored and or should I say colorful. And she wins the room. Everybody's like, girl, you won. So she get the other suite. Sonya, she's getting her makeup done. Everybody's getting ready for dinner. She's sharing with Aaron, you know, she's starting to question Drew a little bit. She don't know about her. She don't know. Drew moving a little funny. She just don't know. Marlo getting her glam together, and Sheree stops by, you know, to gossip, of course, and they talk about, you know, the panties and all of that. Neither of them are here for it. I don't know if they're trying to run with something, but the two of them are planting seeds, planting Todd cheating on Candy seeds. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're not about to do that. We're not about to make it seem like Todd is a cheater or that he's that kind of guy. That's not even what he gives. That's not, and you know, granted, I don't know anything to be true or not, but I'm not buying that, and I don't know why we doing that. I don't know why we doing that after all this time. Now, well, maybe that's why she don't want that apartment. You know, maybe she need to keep him close. And why we doing, like, why? Y'all, it's salty. It's very salty. I don't like it. Drew and Ralph, they're in their room, and she asked him for a foot massage. You know, he obliges because they can't go at it. They can't have a spat or nothing like that. They talk about Sheree. You know, it's so far so good. Nobody's had any issues. Drew says she's not going to bring up the gay comment to Ralph. She ain't going to tell him about it. She going to keep that one to the chest. I guess she don't want to ruin the trip. All right, they head out. They go see Todd's condo. It's nice enough, you know. It's a fixer upper. Kenya puts on her hard hat, literally, like she puts it on, and she's good at this. She's good at this. She in there, you know, just giving up, showing him all the different things that he could do in the space, or you know, with the space, all the renovations that he can do. You can put a fireplace here. That'll be a nice focal point. She's just going in. It's give her own show over there on HGTV. Because I feel like it'll be good. I watch it. Sure would. I feel like that'll be good. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and put in a little application over there around there to the HGTV Kenya. Because you have potential. You have potential in that market. Anyway, they leave there. Everybody agrees, too, that Todd should keep the apartment. Candy was she felt like they was going to convince Todd, you know, of what Candy wants, but it's the other way around. Everybody like, Candy girl, let that man have his apartment. Keep the apartment. Okay? You playing. Anyway, they get to dinner. Sonya asked Drew and Candy, you know, like, why y'all not wearing y'all wedding ring? Drew ain't been wearing hers, but she wasn't wearing it initially because it stopped fitting after she had the baby. But then she and her husband started having issues, and so she just never put it back on. Candy just don't wear hers. Probably I don't know if it's for the same reasons. I don't know, but she just don't wear it. But Todd and Ralph are wearing their wedding rings, so there's that. Drew kind of starts talking about, you know, their agreement, you know, in counseling and all of that. Candy ends up asking about the assistant, you know, like, what's going on with that? And Ralph tells him he did fire her. And then he starts to, you know, kind of like deflect a little bit with the situation. Like, it was kind of blown out of proportion, or it shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. You know, like, he's deflecting again, gaslighting like he always does. And Kenya doesn't really like the way he's doing that. It's like, nah, hold yourself accountable. Don't do that. Don't gaslight her. Like, she can see the writings on the wall because she deals with the same stuff with Mark, and she starts to compare him to Mark, and it's she was kind of overstepping a little bit, because it's like, girl, calm down. But Drew wasn't stopping her, because it's probably everything Drew wanted to say to him, because she was laying his ass out. Kenya wasn't letting up. Kenya was not letting up on that ass, and he really couldn't say nothing. But Marlo brings up that Drew is also not, you know, blameless, because she contributes to the mess, and Kenya can agree. Drew don't know how to let stuff go. So now they really like picking and poking and prodding at these people's marriage like we're at some type of marriage counseling session. Everybody got their opinions. Whatever. You know, Candy's like, do you even realize that all of this is stemming from your assistant? Like, so, like, what's that? And she says, oh, he's on probation. Probation? So you didn't fire him? For what? Fire him for what? Girl, he said that your husband... You like, girl, what? Well, I didn't have any proof of that. Sheree said, hold on, girl. She pulled out the phone. You don't see right here? This is what he say? And Ralph like, wait, what? Yeah, he said your husband was gay. He said you was gay. Ralph looking like, what? And then Todd, he go to sip that drink. Listen, I was falling out because Todd picked up that beer and had to take a sip. Oh, yeah, he said you was gay. Whoo, that was funny. Anyway, of course, to be continued. So we're gonna pick up there. We're gonna pick up there on Sunday. This is a mess. Drew and Ralph are playing with us. I know they are. This is all an act. Has to be an act. Anyway, let me get off of here for my phone die. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.